नमस्कार, मैं स्वागत करता हूं यूनियन मिनिस्टर फॉर एनवायरनमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज श्री प्रकाश जावड़ेकर जी का, मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट श्री बाबुल सुप्रियो जी एंड ऑफिसर्स फ्रॉम द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट एंड फॉरेस्ट। आज के इस प्रोग्राम में सबसे पहले डॉक्टर एस.पी. यादव, मेंबर सेक्रेटरी नेशनल टाइगर कंजर्वेशन अथॉरिटी, ये प्रेजेंटेशन देंगे ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स के साथ। डीजी फॉरेस्ट एंड एनवायरनमेंट के बाद 2 डॉक्यूमेंट रिलीज किए जाएंगे। रिपोर्ट ऑफ द 4th ऑल इंडिया टाइगर एस्टिमेशन 2018, रिलीज ऑफ पोस्टर्स ऑन स्मॉल वाइल्ड कैट्स ऑफ इंडिया, उसके बाद एमओएस, और फाइनली मंत्री जी से मैं अनुरोध करूंगा कि इसके बारे में हमें संबोधित करेंगे। So I first request Dr. S.P. Yadav.
Namaskar, good morning. The Global Tiger Day is celebrated across the world on 29 July to renew our commitment for saving the magnificent and charismatic tiger, which is our national animal. Tiger, the top predator in an ecosystem, is vital for regulating and perpetuating ecological processes. Ensuring conservation of this carnivore guarantees the well-being of forested ecosystems, the biodiversity they represent, as well as the water and climate security. To commemorate the Global Tiger Day, today this program has been organized. Today, this day is also celebrated as Nature Conservation Day in several parts of the country. On this occasion, on the behalf of National Tiger Conservation Authority, I welcome Honorable Minister, the Chief Guest, Shri Prakash Javadekar ji, Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, who is also the Chairperson of National Tiger Conservation Authority. I also welcome Honorable Minister of State, Shri Babul Supriyo ji, who is also Vice Chairperson of the National Tiger Conservation Authority. This program is being watched online by hundreds of our field officers, Chief Wildlife Wardens, field directors, and officers of national parks and sanctuaries. The zoo personals, the directors, they are also watching. I extend my welcome to all these officers who are watching online. Let us join hands together to spread awareness about the tiger, its importance in our life, and contribute to the cause of tiger conservation. Thank you so much.
डीजी साहब से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि वो
Honorable Minister Prakash Javadekar Sahab, Honorable MOS Babul Supriyo Sahab, my colleagues from the Ministry, National Tiger Conservation Authority, friends from the media, all friends, colleagues, and wildlife lovers who are connected to us today through various social media platforms. Today we have gathered here to celebrate the Global Tiger Day, and we are now entering into a new era of tiger conservation. Tiger conservation, as you know, we started almost 48 years back with tiger as an umbrella species for area conservation. And this has given us very, very rich dividends. Many studies show that these tiger reserves harbor a number of new species. Almost every month, we have reports of discovery of new species which have not been previously reported in these tiger reserves. Even for the ecosystem services, very, very important ecosystem services like water, most of the studies show that the tiger reserves have improved the overall water regimes of the area. The overall water regime, which is comprising of percolation of water, runoff of water, and evapotranspiration. And that is how they are not only regulating the climate, but also providing the essential services of water provision to a very, very large section of our people in the country. We have also, India is one of the countries, rather is the only country which does a management effective evaluation. And it is the sole distinction in the world of doing this management effective evaluation through independent means, which is showing that we are not only confining the enrichment of knowledge within the government, but also we are expanding the outreach of this knowledge to researchers, academics, and to a wide array of people across the world. And I'm very, very happy to say that with this management effective evaluation exercise, which is taken every 4 years, all the tiger reserves in the country are showing improvement. Today, there is no tiger reserve in the country which is in the poor category, which is a great achievement, and it shows the commitment of our government that we will do everything, whatever it is, to not only conserve the umbrella species, which is tiger, but also all the conservation areas. And the management effectiveness of the tiger reserves is also reflected in the fact that very recently we have undertaken the valuation of ecosystem services of the tiger reserves. And phase 2, which comprised of evaluation of 10 tiger reserves, in addition to the 4 tiger reserves of the phase 1 evaluation study, it very clearly showed that the tiger reserves are giving very, very high returns. And for every single rupee which is invested in these tiger reserves have resulted into an economic multiplier of ranging between 750 rupees to 3,500 rupees. Means every single rupee which has been invested has given a dividend of more than 3,500 times in certain cases, which is a very, very important fact. So with all these 48 years of experience, we are now entering into a very new age. In the first phase, we have established tiger reserves. In the second phase, we have consolidated it. And now in the third phase, we will be enriching the tiger reserves. And not only enriching in terms of the wildlife, the habitat of those tiger reserves, but also about knowledge. I'm very, very thankful to our government, our Honorable Minister, our Honorable MOS, who have taken very, very keen interest, and they have given us very clear guidance that we must become the new harbinger of new knowledge at the global level. And this third phase, in which we will be entering now, enrichment of knowledge, enrichment of the area, where we will stand in terms of global leadership. And that would be one of the main objectives with which we will be working under the guidance of our Honorable Ministers. And we very much hope that in the nearest future, we will establish new examples of academic knowledge, new examples of management effectiveness, which will be replicated throughout the world. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद। अब रिलीज होगा रिपोर्ट और पोस्टर्स का। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा मंत्री जी से कि पोस्टर्स और रिपोर्ट दोनों को जो है रिलीज करें। पहले रिपोर्ट, उसके बाद पोस्टर का रिलीज। Now the release of poster, please. अब मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ एमओएस साहब से कि वो हम लोगों को ब्रीफ करें.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and it's indeed a very good morning. I would like to express my gratitude and a very warm welcome to my boss, Honorable Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Shri Prakash Javadekar ji, Shri Yadav ji, Amit Malik Saab, of course Sanjay Kumar ji, who has been a very, very effective DG in terms of heading and guiding his officers, field officers, in this noble endeavor. It is a pleasure to have all of you on board today and to have all of you on stage. You just saw the release of the book and also the poster. I would just glance upon a little bit about what they have and then get into today's proceedings. You know, the first, the Tiger Co-Predators and Prey in India, that book, it is a detailed report of the 4th All India Tiger Estimation, and it's very, very unique in certain ways. Number A, it has the abundance index of co-predators and other species that has been carried out, which which was hitherto only restricted to occupancy. The sex ratio of tigers, the anthropogenic effects on tiger population, it has been elaborated in a detailed manner, which you can see in the book. The tiger abundance within pockets in tiger reserves, it has also been demonstrated for the first time. And in the poster, we have highlighted the umbrella role of the tiger in conservation, the presence of small wild cats, which is very important. In the tiger reserves, it has also been released in the form of this poster, and it highlights the maintenance of microtrophic levels in the ecosystem by the species. So that is what you have in the book that we released, and the poster is what is trying to, the information that the poster is trying to give you. First of all, I would really like to congratulate the entire team under the guidance of our Honorable Minister. You know, they have done something really exemplary, which has, appeared and has found a place in the Guinness Book of World Records. And that is the most fascinating part, that we in India have done so well in terms of conserving tigers, that at one point of time in 2010, I believe the number of tigers were 1,400. The target was that by 2022 we are going to achieve at least double the numbers. By 2019 we have already surpassed that number, and the process in which this number was found and was expressed happily and was released by our Honorable Prime Minister, that is the process that was so unique that it actually found in the Guinness Book of World Records. I need to tell you this because the numbers are really huge and it will show you कि अगर वो शेर हैं तो हमारे ऑफिसर्स भी 100 शेर हैं. बहुत कमाल का काम उन्होंने किया है. In the 2018 census or the counting of the tigers, there were about 3.5 crore photographs that were taken by the camera traps that we had in the forest, in which 76,651 were photographs of tigers and 51,777 were the number of leopards that we found. Now, these numbers do not actually express the number of tigers we have in the forest. What is unique is the M-Strife software that has been used and the other configurations and algorithms that have been used to actually study and assess those pictures, process the pictures in a manner where you could actually find how many tigers are there. Because it is very important for all of us, since so many people are watching this program live, that previously the process used was primitive. We actually counted, or we actually examined the pug marks of the tigers, the pug marks that they left, and it was not really that modern a process where we could lay camera traps. It was not done earlier. But now we have close to, I think, about more than 30,000, camera traps all over the country, and that the area that has been covered is, is almost, it's more than 3 lakh. It is actually 3,81,400 square kilometers, and which in 141 regions, about 27,000 camera traps have been introduced, and now the process is, like fingerprints in human beings. The stripes of the tiger are very unique, and that's a very important way, and a very, I would say, a very, very unique way which has been now used and very, very effectively used by the Indian National Tiger Conservation Authority to actually find the number of tigers. So from examining those pictures, more than a lakh, almost 1,25,000 pictures, we have found that the number of tigers approximately, it moves around 2,967. But that was when Honorable Prime Minister had released the numbers, I think about 6 to 7 months back. And now I can assure you that number has grown. Definitely, we have crossed the 3,000 landmark, and I think that deserves a big round of applause from all of you, to not only the people present in this hall from the team, but also to everyone, all the field workers who have risked their lives to actually get into this, to make this process so very successful that the Guinness Book of World Records have actually acknowledged it. We are going through the unprecedented challenging time of this pandemic, which is bringing challenges for management of protected areas, including the tiger reserves in the country. And, during the lockdown period, when everything got into a standstill, the tiger reserve management actually took dual responsibility of protecting not only the forest, but also the wildlife on one hand. And it's very important that in a densely populated country like this, where, human animal conflict is something that is avoidable, but not completely something that you can rule out or can completely eradicate. In that kind of a thing, there are local communities that stay in the fringe areas of the forest. They were very well taken care of. They were given, in many areas, hand sanitizers, masks, and, supporting them in terms of how they can carry on their livelihood in these trying times. That was all done by our team. Even ration kits, masks, as I said, and different things, different aids were reached to those people who are staying in those areas very close to the forest and were vulnerable to, to the tigers, the huge number of tigers that we have in our country now. India is also a pioneering country in terms of successful reintroduction of tigers in low density areas. It is about bringing about a homogeneous spread of tigers all over the country. It was heterogeneous in terms of the density of tigers that we had in tiger reserves all over the country. And we have done this successful introduction in areas like the Panna Tiger Reserve, in Madhya Pradesh, the Sariska Tiger Reserve in Rajasthan, and that is something that even the world knows because we do have a lot of footfall in there. We are under the guidance of our Honorable Minister I also try to, put in as much of time as possible working with Sanjay ji and Amit ji and Yadav ji, of course, to get this thing done, because there's something common between the Royal Bengal Tiger and me, that is Bengali, as you know. So it has a special place in my heart as well. All preparatory activities, including training of staff, readiness of logistics, has been completed. Tiger translocation in the western part of Rajaji Tiger Reserve is will further support the spread of tiger distribution in Uttar Pradesh and Haryana, in the Sivalik Hills and the Gangetic Plains, which are very favorable in terms of topography, geography, temperatures, climate, for conservation and growth of tiger population. There are several low-density tiger reserves in the country, as I said, like the Achanamakar in Chhattisgarh, the Sanjay Dubri and Satpura in Madhya Pradesh, Sayadri in Maharashtra, Baksa in West Bengal, Dampa in Mizoram, Nandhapa and Kamlang in Arunachal Pradesh. It's important to mention the name of these states because many people, many field workers, many forest officials are actually watching it from there, and they definitely would be elated to have their names mentioned in today's great day, where tiger population can be supplemented and reinforced by translocations from other tiger reserves. So on this occasion of Global Tiger Day, I once again salute the frontline staff and local communities who are working tirelessly for conservation of our national animal, and it is only because of you that we have reached close to 3,000 tigers, which is more than the double of, as I said, the target that we had set in 2022. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for helping us reach out this message to the country at the time when people are stressed. I think human beings are. It is hard to recognize human beings with their masks. So you can understand how hard it could be to identify all those tigers in dense forests, and they being really, really fierce predators, and to analyze all those pictures and use a technology that has been acknowledged worldwide. Once again, thank you, Honorable Minister Prakash ji, and everyone on dais. Sir, I actually forgot your name there. It's a little bit of a hard name.
Koni sir, Kuldeep.
Dattwalia ji. Yes, Dattwalia ji. Thank you so much once again, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us today.
धन्यवाद सर। अब मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा श्री प्रकाश जावड़ेकर जी, मिनिस्टर फॉर एनवायरनमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज। ही इज आल्सो द चेयरमैन ऑफ नेशनल टाइगर कंजर्वेशन अथॉरिटी।
मंच पर विराजमान मेरे साथी बाबुल सुप्रियो, डीजी फॉरेस्ट संजय कुमार, एसपी यादव, जिनकी टीम ने यह चमत्कार सा अचीवमेंट कर दिखाया, एनटीसीए के वो प्रमुख है, दत्तवालिया जी जो हमारे आईएनबी के पीआईबी के मुखिया है, सभी मान्यवर फ्रेंड्स और जो भी वन अधिकारी देख रहे हैं उनको भी मैं प्रणाम करता हूं। ये उनका सक्सेस है। 1973 में जब टाइगर रिजर्व की कंसेप्ट शुरू हुई तो 9 टाइगर रिजर्व्स थे, बढ़ते बढ़ते अब 50 हो गए, और खुशी की बात है कि 50 में से एक भी पुअर क्वालिटी नहीं है। फेयर है, गुड है, बेस्ट है, लेकिन एक भी पुअर क्वालिटी का नहीं है। तो ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। और देखो प्रकृति की क्या वैभव है कि आदमी का अंगूठे का निशान जैसे यूनिक होता है। $700 करोड़ जन आबादी है दुनिया की, 700 करोड़ डिफरेंट अंगूठे हैं। एक छोटे से जगह में इतनी विविधता भरी है कि हर एक दूसरे से डिस्टिंक्ट होता है। मुझे भी सवाल था कि ये बाघ एक से दिखते हैं तो इसमें अलग कैसे गिनते हैं, वही बार बार आया है ऐसा नहीं होता, तो नहीं होता। ये धारियां जो है, स्ट्राइप्स, वो धारियों के कारण उसमें जो विशेषता भरी है, उससे एक एक बाघ अलग अलग गिना जा सकता है। और बड़ी प्रक्रिया के बाद 2967 जो कहे थे प्रधानमंत्री ने, वो बाघों की सही पहचान हुई है, उनके सबके चित्र है, उसका विज्ञान है। और हम भी देखते हैं, कोई भी जंगल सफारी में जाए और इसको बाघ नहीं दिखा तो लगता है बेकार गया, अगर बाघ दिखा तो लगता है बन गया। तो ये भाव है लोगों में, क्योंकि प्रकृति का एक अनमोल रत्न है बाघ। और जब बाघ होता है तो जंगल अच्छा होना पड़ता है, घास होना पड़ता है, पानी होना पड़ता है, और प्रे बेस जो है, जिन प्राणियों को वो शिकार करके खाता है, वो भी सब चेन होनी चाहिए। तो एक तरह से हमारे प्रकृति का ठीक होने का ये एक सर्टिफिकेट है, बाघों की संख्या। और दुनिया के 70% बाघ भारत में है। भारत को गर्व होना चाहिए, 70% हमारे पास है, और 70% बाघों के साथ आज हम दुनिया का नेतृत्व करते हैं। देखो, भारत की ये सॉफ्ट पावर्स है, और सॉफ्ट पावर को हमें दुनिया के सामने बहुत तरीके से ले जाना भी चाहिए। और इसलिए यह आज जो पोस्टर निकाला और जो रिपोर्ट है वो देखने लायक है। सभी 50 जो टाइगर रिजर्व्स है उसकी कहानी है, उसका सारा रिपोर्ट है, अलग अलग बेहतरीन चित्र है, देखकर भी आनंद होता है। तो ये बाघ की कहानी है, और इसलिए अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पे हमारे अनेक सॉफ्ट पावर्स हैं। उसमें यह भी एक नई सॉफ्ट पावर है कि यहां 30,000 हाथी है, 3,000 एक सिंह के गेंडे है, राइनोज, सिंगल हॉर्न राइनोज, और बाकी भी क्रोकोडाइल से लेकर लायन भी 500 से ज्यादा है। तो ये सब वैभव है। और मैं हमेशा बताता हूं कि भारत में बहुत कमी है जमीन की। दुनिया में जितनी जमीन है उसका केवल 2.5% भारत में है। दुनिया में जितनी बारिश होती है उसका केवल 4% भारत में होता है। और भारत में दुनिया की 16% लोगों की आबादी भी है, और 16% प्राणियों की, कैटल्स की भी आबादी है, पशुओं की। और सबको जमीन लगता है, पानी लगता है, खाद्य लगता है। इतने सब रिस्ट्रेंट के बावजूद भी दुनिया की 8% बायोडाइवर्सिटी आज भारत में विद्यमान है। तो भारत ने ये करके दिखाया। कैसे किया? क्योंकि हमारे संस्कृति का हिस्सा है, हमारे रोज के जीवन का हिस्सा है। दूसरे किसी देश में पेड़ की पूजा होते मैंने नहीं देखा। पेड़ की पूजा होती है, यहाँ प्राणियों की पूजा होती है, पक्षियों के लिए अलग मदद के रास्ते ढूंढे जाते हैं। तो ये चराचर सृष्टि है, चर भी और अचर भी। तो ये चराचर सृष्टि हमारे जीवन का एक अभिन्न हिस्सा है। और इसलिए बाघों के रक्षा में भारत ने जो कदम उठाए, हम दुनिया के जो 13 देश है जिनके पास बाघ है, उनको सभी प्रकार की मदद करने के लिए तैयार है और हम उनको ट्रेनिंग भी देंगे, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग भी करेंगे, यहां का उनको सब दिखाएंगे, ट्रेनिंग भी पूरा देंगे और बाकी भी जो सहयोग लगेगा वहां जाकर भी वो भी हम करेंगे, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि प्रकृति की रक्षा हो। अभी आसाम में बाढ़ आई तो हमने हाईलैंड्स तैयार किए, जमीन के नए टुकड़े, जैसे एक आइलैंड होता है, एक द्वीप होता है, वैसे हमने लैंड के मासेस तैयार किए और उसका परिणाम हुआ कि ये जो राइनोस है वो वहां आकर रुके, बाकी प्राणी भी वहां आकर रुके जब बाढ़ में, नहीं तो बह जाने का ये था। और इसलिए ये भारत की दृष्टि है। हम प्राणी को केवल उपयोग की चीज करके नहीं देखते हैं, उसको जीवन का अभिन्न हिस्सा मानते हैं और उसकी रक्षा करना हमारा कर्तव्य मानते हैं। मैं आपको बताऊं, एनिमल ह्यूमन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट भी होते हैं। समझो हाथी और मनुष्य में 500 लोग हर साल हाथी और मनुष्य संघर्ष में मरते हैं, लेकिन वही मनुष्य क्या कह रहा है, मैं गया था एकदम दूर जंगल के पास, किसानों से मिल रहा था, तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये हाथी आते हैं, फसल का बहुत नुकसान हो रहा है, कुछ करो। तो किसी ने कहा मार डालो, तो किसानों ने कहा नहीं मारना, वह हमारा नुकसान करते हैं लेकिन मारो मत। जंगल में ही पानी और खाद्यान्न अत्यधिक मात्रा में मिलेगा तो वो बाहर आएंगे ही नहीं। किसानों के इस सूझबूझ से हमारा एक कार्यक्रम तैयार हुआ, वाटर एंड फॉडर ऑक्यूमेंटेशन, कि जंगल में खाद्यान्न भी तैयार हो, घास भी तैयार हो और पानी भी भरपूर रहे। और इसके लिए हम नए टेक्निक भी यूज कर रहे हैं। लाइडर सर्वे के साथ हम जंगल का नक्शा पूरा डीपीआर तैयार करेंगे और उस पर काम ऐसा जल संधारण का करेंगे कि जिससे पानी का संरक्षण होगा और उसके कारण ग्राउंड वाटर भी बढ़ेगा और उसके कारण घास भी बढ़ेगा। तो ये हम करने वाले हैं। तो पूरे प्रकृति की जब हम रक्षा करते हैं तो बाघ का इतनी संख्या होती है, एक काम से नहीं होती। और मुझे बताइए दुनिया में कौन से देश होंगे कि जहां बाघ अगर बीमार हुआ, जख्मी हुआ, बुजुर्ग हुआ तो उसका ख्याल करने की व्यवस्था अब नहीं की है। अगर छोटे बच्चे अगर मां से बिछड़ गए या मां मर गई तो वो अनाथ हो गए, तो बिछड़े या अनाथ शावकों का भी ख्याल रखने का प्रोविजन हमने किया है। तो ये है कहानी भारत की। बाघों का सक्सेस ऐसा ही नहीं आता। एट द एंड आई विल जस्ट समराइज व्हाट आई सेड, that India is proud of its tiger assets. This is our natural wealth. This is our nature. Today, India has 70% of world's tiger population. We are in a leading position. And we are ready to work with all the 13 tiger countries, tiger range countries, in their training, in their capacity building, in their actual management of tiger reserves, in their management and nurturing the tigers more. India will take the leadership role. At the same time, this has happened despite our constraints, physical constraints. And this is not only about tigers. We have 30,000 plus elephants, 500 plus lions, 3,000 plus single-horn rhinos, thousands of crocodiles, dolphins. So we have large amount of wild flora and fauna, of which we are proud. Our effort is to improve the environment and biodiversity. And I am very proud to say that despite India's constraint of having only 2.5% of the world's landmass, despite having only 4% of fresh rainwater resources, and with 16% of world's population and 16% of cattle population, we have 8% of world's biodiversity. This is India's real strength. This is soft power. And this has happened because our culture tells us to treat animals, birds, cattle, everybody as part of human life, as part of coexistence. And therefore we worship trees, animals, and everybody. So, and we care for them. And that is what we are creating habitats for them. India will take all the lead in taking our numbers more, and has also decided to take up ambitious water and fodder augmentation program. And for first time in India, we will be using the LiDAR survey technology, which will give the complete bio details of the forest area where the work of water conservation can be done. Therefore, the water base will increase, groundwater will recharge, and therefore the grass and the fodder will also be available. Therefore, there will be good prey base, and then there will be more tigers and all kinds of animals. This is India's biodiversity. This is our program to enrich our biodiversity. We are going ahead with this, and I hope that this will definitely succeed under the leadership of our foresters, all the 50 tiger reserves, and the team under SP Yadav. I must congratulate, and DG Sanjay Kumar. Thank you and all the best.
धन्यवाद सर। अब कंक्लूड करने के लिए मैं
बुक लेते हैं। पोस्टर है ना, कहाँ है? पोस्टर कहाँ है?
ला रहे हैं।
एक मिनट, वो भी आना। आपका मुझे ये कहना चाहिए बाबुल मोला Yes? आओ अब आ गया हाँ जी लाएंगे लेकिन वो सर्कस का नहीं होगा
अब मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं डॉक्टर अमित मलिक, आईजी एनटीसीएस, टू कंक्लूड दिस वन.
A very good morning to all. Esteemed dignitaries on dais, senior officers from the ministry, participating members from the press, electronic media, all others who are watching this event through streaming. It is indeed a very eventful forenoon as we proceed towards the concluding of today on the eve of Global Tiger Day celebrations. It's my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, most respected Honorable Chairman, National Tiger Conservation Authority and Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Prakash Javadekar, sir. You have remained a guiding force all through for many, many years. Even during the earlier cycle, we had the opportunity, you releasing the report. Sir, with your words of encouragement, we're definitely going to take this forward. We thank you very much for releasing the report and the poster today. On behalf of NTCA, the ministry, on behalf of the Tiger fraternity and all others, we thank you very much, sir, today. Honorable Minister for State, Babul Supriya, sir, Vice Chairman, National Tiger Conservation Authority, the guest of honor today. Sir, you have been a constant source of encouragement on critical issues, as you mentioned during your talk, on tiger translocation, speaking about low density, high density areas, and many other matters as we very constantly interact with you. Sir, you are our strength, and it gives enormous encouragement to the frontline force in the country of all tiger reserves who really put in a lot of hardship in what we see today and bringing out the estimation process and of course guarding our forests and of course the whole ecosystem as such. Sir, we thank you very much on behalf of the entire NTCA family, the ministry, and all the chief wildlife wardens and field directors from field, and everyone who is watching this. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion today. Our DG, sir, Sanjay Kumar, sir, who has been constantly harbinger of actually knowledge. He discusses lot many things with us which are very, very critical and required for the future planning and sustenance of such programs. Sir, we have taken your words very, very seriously as you spoke, and it is definitely, sir, a very promising days ahead when we would be able to do much more things under your guidance as we take this work forward, sir. On behalf of the NTCA family, on behalf of the ministry, on behalf of all field officers, sir, we thank you very much for being with us today, sir, during in this event. I would also like to place on record our Principal Secretary, DG PIB, Shri K.S. Dantwalia, sir. It is an honor for us to actually have you and your gracious presence today, especially thanking you and your team at PIB and the NIC team for facilitating this streaming process and the covering this event and taking it across the country and beyond. We thank you very much today for being with us in this function. Last but not the least, SP Yadav sir, Additional Director, Project Tiger, and Member Secretary, National Tiger Conservation Authority. Needs no introduction, has been associated with the tiger conservation for many, many years. Sir, we, under your able guidance, we have been working, and we see much more innovative things in the future as well. We thank you very much, sir, today for being part of this function and guiding us for this function. I would also like to thank all officers, senior officers of the ministry and the state, especially Chief File Wardens, Field Directors, who are watching, are part of this event through this, they're watching through the streaming of this program. The press and electronic media who are present, as well as who are covering this program through the streaming process. The NIC team for facilitating, and the PIB team for facilitating this. A special mention to Director Wildlife Institute, Dr. Jhala and Dr. Kamar, the Tiger Cell and the whole team, and the NTCA, the whole team, my colleagues, all field directors, the frontline staff who have tirelessly actually put in their efforts in bringing in this estimation process, which is actually quite a bit of task. I also thank each one, all others who have joined through this streaming to this event. Thank you once again, one and all.
Dhanyavad Malik ji. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you, friends, for the coverage.